Hi, I'm Jayinplay. I'm creating free video content teaching people how to trade Betfair absolutely for free. If you're enjoying my videos or you're learning from them, please support me back by hitting the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the like button on any videos you watch. This will enable me to create more free content for you so you can learn to become a better trader. Best of luck in the markets.
Right, just looking at this, it's the first race of the day for me, about the second or third I think. So far, might be the first at Doncaster, not sure. But yeah, it's a 2 mile juvenile maiden hurdle. Liquidity is what you expect this time of year. It's a Thursday in early February. Bad time of year. You can see the markets are jumping around all over the place at the moment, and that's because there's not a lot of money in the markets, really. A lot of places where there's just like 6s, 4s, 9s, 0s. Doesn't take a lot of money to move it, is what I'm trying to say, and leave you in a bad position. So you've got to be very careful. And just wait for the right opportunity and get the money through safely.
Comes Vizier towards the inside. Baraz in the mauve is a bit wider out of Thunder ahead, the yellow and black.
A little bit of money beneath me, so I'm just popping in there. If the spike comes in like that.
Catcher now driven, then comes Bashful, and still struggling is Hobson's Bay. Fade the port,
get out.
Still the leader. Out in front by about 8 lengths to Rewired on the inside, the dark blue with the light sleeves. Wider out is Lifetime Legend, who's racing in third place. Then comes Baraz.
So I just got that out really because didn't feel happy about it.
Sean Quinn and the yellow and black colours.
It was the right move.
Here in view of the stands. Still there is Lifetime Legend. Then comes Baraz. Then Vizier and Thunder ahead, followed by Hasty Parisian, who's making ground, but ridden to do so. Stormcatcher is just about in touch. A big gap then to Appreciate, and struggling is
Matched for a couple of quid.
Clear lead, Lifetime Legend.
We're in that red zone, so that's it. 2 quid. Always best to play it safe. Okay, so we've got a week race at Ffos Las. It's just a novice handicap hurdle over 2 miles. It's one of the early races of the day. It's only been, I think this might even be the first or the second race at Ffos Las. I've only just come into trading. I've only traded 1 race so far. So with these kind of markets, you've just got to be very careful. It could be a case of just waiting for 1 or 2 opportunities and then just getting the money through, match both sides of the book as carefully as we can. Let's have a little look.
Followed by All Set and then Petty Cash and the rest, but it's still a pretty well grouped up field that are making their way towards the third last flight of hurdles. And as
sucker,
Drash on Ruby in second, still travelling well towards the left as we look at them. Bert Wilson, Gossuartry's now being driven along, then Henri Le Bon, Walk in the Woods gets closer, Saddler's Quest the extreme right, the purple colours with the blue cap. So still quite a few chances here as they come towards the second last flight of hurdles. Uberman, Drash on Ruby, still going well towards the near side is Bert Wilson, hasn't come off the bridle yet. Second last flight, Uberman, Bert Wilson, Henri Le Bon, then Drash on Ruby. Petty Cash, the red cap, is continuing to stay on from the rear of the field, then Walk in the Woods. Inside the final furlong and a half they go. 1 more flight of hurdles left to jump. Petty Cash, the leader at the last. To in second position, Bert Wilson. Henri Le Bon is trying to stay on, but it's Petty Cash, weighted with in the run, is now going away from them inside the final half furlong, and it's Petty Cash.
So 373. Glad I got that closed off on Petty Cash.
Suspended.
Just goes to show I made the right decision there. I'm getting that just closed off for a scratch trade. I nearly took the £2 loss on it. I think it flashed up to a 5 at one point when I was in. Went back to 2, and I could just see I was just about to get matched. I nearly was about to, if I hadn't got matched that time I did, I was going to lower the price and take a loss. Luckily we did, and you see it's a good move because the horse went on to win, and I don't want big losses. So let's move on. Okay, so we've got a 2 mile 7 furlong mares novice handicap chase. Liquidity is pretty low, as you can see. It's a crappy time of year. It's February, so you expect that. It's only a 4-runner race, so basically anyone could win, I suppose. They're all you know, there's no big outsiders in this race. So it's just a case of getting money through safely, as and where we can. Might be a waiting game. Just wait for the right opportunity and just get 1 or 2 trades through.
Quite convincing, and ran shaken up on landing, coming over an open ditch now. Number 7, Eleanor Bob Honeymoon, Miss Jean Moon on their outside, and What's the Story, last of the quartet. Closing in on the final fence on the far side on the first circuit. Number 8, Eleanor Bob got that wrong, but she fiddled her way out on the approach to fence number 9. First of 4 up the home straight. Honeymoon right on terms with Eleanor Bob, jumping the 9th fence. Couple of lengths to the other pair. Miss Jean Moon lacking fluency there. Dropped back last behind What's the Story. What's the Story 10 as they run down the side. So just 2 more fences to jump in the home straight. Eleanor Bob has the best part of 3 lengths in hand over Miss Jean Moon, who takes second from Honeymoon. What's the Story is trying to rally and get back on terms. Top of the home straight, Eleanor Bob.
So yeah, not too bad. Made a little bit of money on 3 of the runners. Nothing major on each, but it all adds up. Just over 126, 103 and 188 for £4. That'll be £4.19 if Eleanor Bob comes in. Yep, let's move on. Okay, so this is a 3-mile race at Doncaster in February. Liquidity is poor, to say the least. It's less than 200 grand on this, and we're a good sort of 15% through the race at the moment. So yeah, got to be very careful on this. Just look for the right time. Try and get 1 or 2 trades through safely at a safe opportunity. You can see there's not a lot of money coming in at 1s, 3s, 2s, 8s, 3s. So we can't be going with too big a stakes either. I'm using a big bank anyway. But we'll have a little look, see what we can do.
The time made a mistake is Sackett. Likewise, Hidden Glen looks to have little chance from there.
Not a lot of money there, so it could easily bounce. There's a bit of money beneath me.
So Minella Examiner back for more. On the inside of Cool Lion, these two, the head of affairs still, with Peter's Portrait in behind them.
Hit me twice and
black and white
not
colours
much.
is creeping a bit.
I'm out of here, man.
Next, he lands 3rd now. Peter's Portrait 4th. And then behind those is Steel Wave as they make the turn. Which brings them towards the next stretch of the track, and it is Cool Lion.
Okay, so Ffos Las, this is a week race, a week time of year, early February. It's a week race, novice handicap chase. Novices obviously being the weak part, and Ffos Las is quite a low grade track as well. So all in all, the markets should be quite thin. We expect them to be. Look at this race.
Oakley dokley.
You can see there's not a lot of money waiting. So the market should move very quickly. And if you're laying and it goes right through you very quickly, you could be looking at a loss before you know it. So you've got to be very careful in these situations. Right, wait for the right moment when you think it's safe. Get in and out, and if it does go wrong, get out quickly. I'm going to get in front of that 300 there. Oh, there's quite a bit of money building up now. Too late. I missed my opportunity. But yeah, we'll be looking for opportunities like that to take advantage of.
Cars at the back of the field. First of the 4 fences in the home straight, and as they come to it now, it's Yggdrasil who's got a clear half-length advantage over a Soldier of Destiny in 2nd, followed in 3rd by Caswell Bay, and then Longshanks and Pride of the
There's a fair bit of money beneath me.
Followed towards the outer by Nick Knapp, and then Shalakars at the rear of the field. This is an open ditch.
I'm just going to get that straight out because that money's going.
Safely. Fence number 4 in the contest. And it's still Yggdrasil, just
get it out.
leader. To Soldier of Destiny.
Just because that money built up on that side, it's better to be safe than sorry. I'd rather get it out and not take a profit than risk a loss. And you can see that I was right, the price is coming in.
Followed by Pride of the Kale, the blue sleeve,
Reset the
Shalakar
leathers.
and Nick Knapp as they come towards
Change
the
that runner.
over on the far side. Soldier of Destiny jumped it well. Yggdrasil in 2nd, Longshanks in 3rd. Caswell Bay losing a bit of ground.
I'm just going to hang on for a second, but I might have to just get this out.
Nick Knapp as they go towards the next open ditch. This is the 9th in the
Looks like we're going to have to
contest.
try and get this out.
Destiny in a bit tight, fiddled okay though. Yggdrasil in 2nd.
I'm out of here, man.
3rd. Pride of the Kale's just creeping into this, and then Caswell Bay, Shalakar and Nick Knapp as they go towards the 4th of the fences over on the far side.
So I took a £3 loss on that one. Just had to be done.
Left of screen as we look at that journey back through the field, and Nick Knapp has been just about at the
Typical, it's gone right away out again.
So they're beginning to make the turn for
I
home.
might have the wrong runner.
Yggdrasil, who's now got back up the inside.
Sucker.
Leader by half a length. The Soldier of Destiny in second, then Longshanks in third. Pride of the Kale, the last start winner here at Ffos Las.
I'm just hanging on a minute on this one.
Then Shalakar, Caswell Bay and Knicknap. They're swinging for home. There are 4 more fences left to jump. Yggdrasil leads by about 3/4 of a length. The Soldier of Destiny in second. Down towards the fourth last they go. Soldier of Destiny, 3 or 4 lengths. Down towards the final fence they come. Soldier of Destiny at it now, an enormous lead.
So just 85p in that one. We would have got away with that loss, but like I say, that would have been gambling, so we don't do that. Managed to get forward on the other one, so it's not much
Market suspended.
Not much of a profit, but at least it isn't a loss. Okay, so Huntington, 235 on a Thursday in February. Low quality racing and low liquidity. You can see the markets are bouncing around like mad at the moment as the horses are settling down. We'll see if we can capitalise on it, but it's obviously you've got to be on your guards because look how quickly they can move, and we don't want to get caught out. So let's have a little look.
Fence number 12, where Elkstone made a mistake in fourth, possibly put off by Tatois, rather untidy in front of him. Final open ditch, 4 from home, which the leading group have all jumped, and Mr. Palm
quick,
took it tailed off.
Come on.
1 more to jump on the far side, and Lots of Luck has still got a lead bordering on 4 lengths. Over 3 out in front of Tatois. Bittersweet Symphony. Rizzardo, who was struggling, made a mistake. Judex LeFou is closing in on the leading quartet. Candylou, who's been off the bridle for a long ways next. Rizzardo's being left well behind. Mr. Palm is tailed off, and Lots of Luck has got them well strung out. Tatois ridden in second, then follows Bittersweet Symphony. Judex LeFou's going up into fourth on the inside of Elkstone as they approach the turn for home. The front 5 have dropped the others as they prepare to swing in. Holds on well. Lots of Luck.
Market suspended.
Bittersweet Symphony. Tatois faded. Rizzardo.
Again, that's why you don't want to stay in too late. I mean, I was considering taking that loss. Thankfully, the horse got caught up a length or two. I could see it happening. Sort of stunning us. Stayed a little longer. Got matched without having to lower my closing position, and then looked like I came back to win. So was close to taking a loss on that one, but didn't quite need to.
To the front, the grey.
Right, another race at Doncaster. It's low liquidity pre-race, so I assume it's probably going to be low in play as well. You can see how quickly these markets can move. If you've seen the other videos today, there's some thin bits in the market where you're getting 4s and so on. This doesn't look too bad at the moment, but it might well change. If we can get in front of some large lumps of money, that might protect us to just catch a bounce here and there for a few ticks. Let's have a go.
Inside these two to this lineup. A few links back to Zalvados Tikur, the units, and he driven along Wildfire Warrior in the Diana Waitley colours, the dark blue with the lighter blue checks on the sleeves.
There you go, 222.
Continue their journey towards the next jumping test. Road Warrior still in front to, in second place, Mulcahy's Hill. Tikur to the outside of Zalvados. There fourth. Further back is the unit, who's being held up by Brian Hughes, looking to add to his 152 winners this season as Road Warrior leads them over that fence. Again, a little bit tardy at the back, Wildfire Warrior. Didn't really impress in the jumping department as Road Warrior still leads. Just can't shake off Mulcahy's Hill, though. He's been a persistent thorn all the way around. He's in second place. Behind those on the inside in third is Zalvados, and then comes the improving the unit. Wider out in the spotted colours, Tikur is just niggled along again by Sam Twiston Davies. Likewise, Wildfire Warrior requiring encouragement to the inside as they make the turn towards the next fence.
Where are we?
Road
We're
Warrior
just over halfway in the race.
Still has a narrow advantage to Mulcahy's Hill in second place. Then the unit Zalvados and Tikur over that fence. The unit wasn't brilliant there, just when he was creeping a bit closer. More reminder of Warrior at the back.
There's money there if they keep sort of
as they make the turn.
in and out of the market. So
it's still Road Warrior galloping on in front. The grey leads by a length to Mulcahy's Hill, who made a mistake, got very low there in second. The unit now going third, followed by Zalvados in fourth place. And the other two are both being firmly driven. They are sticking on. Tikur's a few lengths behind. At the next, Road Warrior out to the right. Sucker. He's making ground towards the centre of the track. Zalvados towards the rails, but it's still this grey in front. Road Warrior as they head down towards 3 out. Road Warrior. Here comes the unit in second.
And that's it. Time done.
Market suspended.
Right, let's move on. That was quite nothing wrong with that. I was a bit concerned about getting matched on the last trade because the price did come through. I'm still in profit, whatever. I thought I might lose my profit for a minute, but it bounced out as I sort of suspected it was going to. So, yeah, let's move on. Next race.
Making their way towards the start.
Market in play.
And they are off and racing for the.
Okay, so we've got 2 minutes past 3 at Ffos Las. Low liquidity, as we expected this time of year on this track. We've also got a short price favourite, Eureka Creek, which I expect to be run prominently throughout the race, which will probably mean that price will come in and there won't be a lot of opportunities. So it's just a waiting game. So if there is an opportunity, there you go, look, it's up the front already, as I predicted. It's just a case of seeing if there is an opportunity. We'll take it, but it's got to be safe because these markets are thin. So if we was just sort of lay here, for example, if a load of that money started coming in, or the favourite does crock up, we're going to be in a pickle. So we've got to be very careful. May not even get a trade through, but it's a waiting game just to find out if there is going to be an opportunity in the race that we can just fire a couple of safe trades through quickly, even if we just make a couple of quid or something. It's not going to set my heights too high on this one. If we can make more, we'll do it. But I don't think there's going to be many opportunities.
Down towards what will be the second last in a circuit's time. Eureka Creek saw a good stride and popped over it well. A bit of a nod on landing there.
There's not that much money on the backside at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that there. It's bouncing above me, so it's not doing anything too wild. Hoping I'd get picked up then, but didn't quite. Just a tick too short.
Second position, Good Luck Charm. Those two have been prominent.
There's a bit of money coming on the backside now, so I'm just going to cancel it off until that money disappears at least.
And Emerald, followed then by Dicey Riley,
because that can help push the price in.
Followed then by Universal Brook and Pennant Countess is at the back of the field.
And that money's gone.
Heading past us.
Try again.
Still with a circuit to go. 6 more flights of hurdles to be jumped, and the leader continues to be Eureka Creek. She's out in front. Still by about a length and a half. To Good Luck Charm, the blue colours in second. Legendary Grace up the inside in third. Followed then in fourth. Iconic Rock, who's been relatively prominent in the run throughout. Bit of a gap back.
I'm just going to take that out, I think, if I can.
Riley, the green cap, is then followed on the outside by Cardigan.
That's just a bit too much money built up there, so I couldn't see me getting much more. Still got a tick, but tick's not much when you're in play. You know what I mean? I wouldn't trade for just a tick in play.
And it's Eureka Creek that leads to Good Luck Charm in second. Then in third, Iconic Rock in the Million in Mind colours.
The bets are coming in.
Who's racing in fourth. Emerald trying to get a little bit closer now. Dicey Riley, the green cap up the inside. Followed then by Universal Brook and Cardigan Island, similar colours, keeping one another company. And Pennant Countess is now getting outpaced at the rear of the field and might be about to be pulled up as they take the middle one over on the far side of the.
I'm out of here, man.
There towards the back of the field by Universal Brook.
Hey, for the minute, there's not much money in front of me. There's only like 20 odd quid or whatever.
There for Pennant Countess, who
so I expect to get matched, yeah.
Towards the flight with a great deal of encouragement. Thankfully, no harm appears to have been done there.
We're about 3/4 of the way through the race, coming up to.
Far side of the track. And the lead continues to be with Eureka Creek in the purple and green colours with the big white face. In second position, Good Luck Charm didn't jump that one too well. They're followed in third by Iconic Rock, who's still racing pretty well. Followed then by Legendary Grace.
I'm out of here, man.
Emerald and Dicey Riley. And Cardigan Isle on the outside of Universal Brook. It's a bit of a packing field here as they come to the end of the back straight. Still quite a lot of running to do here. 3 more flights of hurdles left to jump. And it's Eureka Creek in the hands of Tom Bellamy, who's been out in front since just about...
Sucker.
Rather wide is Iconic Rock as they take that turn, just ceding a little bit of ground. Then Legendary Grace up the inside in fourth.
Got to think about closing, getting out altogether. I'm just going to see if I get matched quickly. Both sides of the book on a bounce.
Beginning to make the swing for home. 3 more flights of hurdles left to jump. And it's Eureka Creek, who still leads by about a length or so to Good Luck Charm. Legendary Grace, the red and black colours now, makes headway towards the outside of Eureka Creek. Then racing in fourth, Iconic Rock, the sheepskin noseband. Dicey Riley just continues to get into this, creeping a little bit closer from position towards the rear of the field. They're over the third last now. Long run between the third last and the second last. And it's Eureka Creek, who's still hard on the bridle, going well by a couple of lengths.
And that will be job done.
Towards the left as we look at them. Good Luck Charm is trying to maintain touch with the leader. Dicey Riley continues to get a little bit closer. The yellow and purple colours with the green cap hasn't been asked any questions. Over the second last they go. Eureka Creek the leader. Dicey.
So yeah, the favourite ran exactly the way I thought it was going to. Up front all the time. I didn't know it was going to win the race or not, but I knew it was going to be up there the whole time. Didn't expect that many opportunities, to be fair, but we got them. Oh, the charm just went down. But yeah, that was pretty safe, really. Went through me a little bit at one point, but not a lot, not anything that concerned me.
Market suspended.
So yeah, let's move on. Right, got the 310 at Huntingdon, 2 mile, 3 furlong listed novice hurdle. It's a listed race and it's still quality. But it is a poor track and it's not one of the top grade races or anything like that. It's still a novice race. So we'll have a little look, see if we can find somewhere safe to get some money through. We have got 2 short price horses in this race, which I don't particularly like when it's like that. But that doesn't mean we won't get any opportunities. So we'll have a little look for something safe and just try and get through without risking the bank.
Turning second and final flight on the far side. 4 out upcoming.
Frustrating that hasn't come down enough to match me, because
that's on Wonderwall, with LA Bell making headway on the outside to go third at the expense of Jurash, and Harbour Lake is last, but within 4 lengths of the leader. So heading towards the end of the straight, Gentleman at Arms from Wonderwall. Jurash has regained third on the inside of LA Bell.
Big stakes to make small amount of money.
Last of the 5 runners, covered by Dispute second on the inside of Wonderwall. LA Bell within 2 lengths of the leader is fourth and coming widest off the home turn. Harbour Lake is just a little bit outpaced as they gallop on towards 2 from home. Gentleman at Arms, Jurash, Wonderwall, LA Bell throwing down her challenge on the outside. Gentleman at Arms, the leader.
So yeah, did have a late trade in that race on Harbour Lake, but it looks safe to me. I thought he'd run his race. I'm surprised I got matched. I didn't even expect to get matched on that, but I got 15 ticks just in case I got it wrong. Even the commentator basically says that he was struggling and the price still came in. A little bit bizarre that, but yeah. Anyway, bit of a profit. What I'm going to do now, which I recommend you do, I'm going to transfer some of this money that I've made. I've made with that'll be 107 quid. I don't need that much money in there. So to protect it, I'm going to move at least 25 quid of it out now, once that money's settled, into my poker account, just to keep it safe. I recommend you do that if you get big profits that you don't need, just so you don't risk having a big loss and blowing everything that you've made and your bank. Okay, Doncaster, 320 on a Thursday in early February. Got to take this with caution, low liquidity like I have been all day. Going all right so far today. £57.48 up. I've just moved 30 quid out of the bank, so I don't need that much money to trade these markets with. So I've just put that safe into my poker wallet. I don't play poker. It's just a little savings account for me. I recommend that you do the same. Easy to transfer money back and forth rather than keep depositing and withdrawing them off your card, and just withdraw once a week or whenever you need to. That's what I do. Anyway, we'll see if we can get a few ticks on this one, and at a safe time, really, trying to jump in front of big lumps of money. The markets aren't moving too badly today, so we should be able to get a few ticks through.
The long-time leader, these two, from Geometrical back in third place. Kronos is now driven in fourth.
I'm out of here, man.
The pressure is Flaming Ambition in behind with Brave the Waves, Hunky on the stand side. Potter Paint now looks out of it. Icon Dobrell has come there to
big offset there, so I'll try and get it if I can. Oh, I couldn't.
Far side by Craig and White.
Sucker.
Going off in chase now of Icon Dobrell as they head down towards the second last. These two, Icon Dobrell from Geometrical, now shaken up with a white face, but is coming to challenge. Icon Dobrell over to the left, but lands marginally.
3 quid at least.
Geometrical is moving well towards
Okay, so I couldn't really get any money through on that one. I didn't really see any safe opportunities.
Market suspended.
I was talking at the beginning, but at least I got one trade through, and that's £3. What will that be? That'll be £3.18. So yeah, let's move on. Right, it's Ffos Las on a Thursday afternoon, 3 mile handicap chase. It is low liquidity, as expected for a track of this nature, and the time of year being early February on a Thursday. It's a big field, this one. There's 2 runners at sort of tradable prices at the moment. The rest are all too big prices for me to get involved with, too high liability. I don't want that kind of liability involved.
Ogly doggly.
It's definitely a little bit of a waiting game, waiting for prices to be at the sort of price I want to trade, taking opportunity if it's safe. When there's a bigger field, you often see thinner markets. If you look at the favourite, even there's lots of 2s, 5s. There's hardly any money there. There's a bit of a build up of cash there, but that could soon go. The market can move if that money started doing well. So you've got to be very cautious of all this and be aware of it, what's going on, and who's at what prices. You can see, look at this third favourite. It's coming to third favourite now. There's hardly any money there at all. So if that started doing well, these two fell, that price could shoot and they'd be in a big pickle. There's not much to hold it up, as long as the money keeps coming in, of course. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do and see if we can find some safe opportunities to just squeeze a few through.
Just been relegated a place or two. Then Summit Like Kirby towards the far side of Dock Road. Then followed by Thomas Patrick and Alco Pop as they take that one. Towards the rear of the field at the moment, Cado de Brazil, still towards the back, Fairlawn Flyer. Also towards the back, Little Red Lion. Robin of Sherwood, who has got a good record here at Ffos Las, now just being driven along as they make their way towards the next. This will be the second last in a circuit's time. And French Paradox it is, who's over that one in front to Ballybreen in second. French Paradox and Ballybreen to Tudor's
I put that in there earlier, anticipating this price was going to come in.
Fourth, the blue and white colours of Looks Like Power, still relatively prominent, and then Dock Road as they take that one. Alco Pop again, not particularly great at it. Dock Road is followed by Thomas Patrick and then Anax, and they're followed by Eden Flight in the striped jacket, then Alco Pop and
I see the back money had stopped coming in, see how far that just jumped.
Weighted with a Little Red Lion is right at the back. So
there's a 70 in front of me there now. So
past the grandstand, and they'll be heading down the far side as well with just under a circuit left to go. And it's French Paradox who's out in front and leads.
Just get in front of that cushion of money there.
Second position, Ballybreen in the striped jacket, followed then by Tudor's Treasure in the yellow and green colours. Dock Road towards the outside.
Reset the ladders, we're over here now.
Is racing in fifth spot. Then Anax,
these are just in price order if you wonder what I'm doing. When I hit that space bar, it puts everything in price order.
Just about throughout. Then on the outside, Cado de Brazil, and then Alco Pop and Fairlawn Flyer. And Little
a long way to go in this race as yet.
Maybe not quite as detached and racing slightly more enthusiastically. Down towards the first of the fences over on the far side. And at it, French Paradox jumped into the lead. Two in second position, the striped colours of Ballybreen.
Price has gone right out now.
As well. There, then followed by Tudor's Treasure, the green.
Don't want to forget about it and get matched later.
I'm out of here, man.
Round racing in around about fourth spot, the white cap at the moment. Patrick in second, then in third, Looks Like Power, and then Tudor's Treasure and Alco Pop. They're making their way down towards the final fence, and it's Fairlawn Flyer in the hands of Sean Bowen by 3 or 4 lengths. Down towards the final obstacle now, Fairlawn Flyer, terrific leap.
Ooh.
Still plenty left in the tank, and inside the final half furlong.
Looks a bit wobbly on landing to me.
Well clear. Thomas Patrick is boxing on quite well.
Yeah, so again, just waiting for the right opportunities and getting it through. It's not a lot, it's £3.43.
Market suspended.
These races are coming thick and fast and they add up. 3 races like that is a tenner. You know what I mean? You can do that in 15 minutes when they're coming thick and fast like this. So, yeah, we're up to just shy of, what will that be? That'll be 85. I've already taken 30 out. So, that'll be about £65 profit so far. Not bad for a few races. Okay, so we've got the Q4 at Huntington on a Thursday in early February. 2 mile 3 furlong handicap hurdle, so plenty of time to trade. It's only a 5-runner race, 4 of which will probably be tradable at certain times throughout the race. But we've got a short price favourite with problems with other prices. So we'll be aware of that. See if we can get some trades through.
Oscar made a mistake in fourth. Dorking Boy now goes off in pursuit of the new leader, with Mengley Khan immediately off the bridle in third. Wildabout Oscar is a couple of lengths off the principals on the approach to the home straight, about to go off in pursuit of the front pair. Fix Sun is going to be pulled up at the top of the home straight as the leaders close in on 2 from home. Thunder Rock and Adrian Heskin on the outside of Dorking Boy, who holds every chance but isn't quite travelling as well as Thunder Rock as they jump 2 out. Thunder Rock, though, makes a mistake. Wildabout Oscar went markedly left and made a blunder. He's well held in third. Thunder Rock arrives at the final flight, jumps at a length in front of Dorking Boy. They're 10 lengths clear of the chasing duo as they race into the closing stages. Thunder Rock.
So yeah, 16.50 on that one. You can get some money on these Peter trades.
Market suspended.
But I recommend, if you're not sure, don't do them. I actually thought that was going to be no trade in that race. A long time to find sensible trade. Then Dorking Boy, it was late, but I could see basically would have been very surprised if that dropped in much lower than 4s where I was trading. You can see that throughout the whole race it did come into almost evens at one point, but there's no money, hardly all these gaps, 2s, 4s, big jump, market overreaction, straight back out. Did come down to about 3s at one point as well, but yeah, never in much risk there. So nice little trade. Let's move on. Right, we have the 7 minutes past 4 on a Thursday in early February. It's at Ffos Las, which is a weak track. There's also low liquidity. As you can see, pre-race, there's only little bits of money in the market. I thought this one might be a little bit better, as it's not novices or anything. But we'll see what money picks up. Looks like on the favourite, there's more on the backside by the looks of it than on the lay side. So that price is likely to come in. Just got to be careful if the market does look a bit thin to protect the bank, and just see if we can get a few through safely with as less risk as possible. Let's have a go.
Straight in the 6 more flights of hurdles to jump
a bit of money
part of the course
in there. Looks like it's come as much as for the time being.
So those Tiger Feet in second, those
it keeps
Tiger
backing off.
Escape. Followed then in third spot, I should say, by crossing the bar in the yellow and green colours as they make their way towards the next.
I was going to change that to 6 ticks, but I didn't change it in time.
Earl of Wisdom has just nudged along for a stride or two. Then Midnight Ginger and Feeble, followed by Champagne Rhythm. Then towards the outside, Gulliver, Collonge and Eau de Gloire as they take the middle one over on the far side, the 5th from the finish. And Gulliver Collonge could have jumped it a little bit better, just stepped at it somewhat. So continuing their progress towards the final flight on the far side, Earl of Wisdom is getting a much more vigorous.
Just going to get it out.
I'm out of here, man.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Spotted Jacket, who still just about leads them.
I still made a tick, but
those Tiger Feet in that sheepskin noseband.
It's a wise thing to do, as you can see.
The bar, who's raced sort of centre of that leading group throughout and got over that one in 3rd. Sabbatical, who's raced towards the rail in 4th. Feeble now just being nudged along as well. Midnight Ginger still goes quite nicely in around about 4th position.
It's a nice bit of money beneath me, that's why I'm happy to go in there at the moment.
Also getting closer as Gulliver, Collonge and Earl of Wisdom has dropped right through them. So they make their way to the turn out of the back straight.
I'm out of here, man.
Left to jump, plenty of running still to do, well over half a mile. And the lead is
matched up nicely there.
Continues to chart the wide course. Up the inside now, though, crossing the bar, who's going a more economical route, and in between the pair, those Tiger Feet, these 3. Followed then by Midnight.
Sucker.
The yellow and blue is getting ridden along, gets a bit closer. Eau de Gloire has been very patiently ridden, tries to get a little bit closer as well. They've swung for home. 3 more flights of hurdles left to jump. Mini Escape, those Tiger Feet, and in 3rd spot crossing the bar. There's little to choose between all 3 of them as they take that 3rd last. Crossing the bar, didn't jump it particularly well. Midnight Ginger also made a slight mistake. Eau de Gloire, the white cap, continues to stay on, but crossing the bar, despite that mistake at the 3rd last, has now eased into the lead. So in 2nd position, those Tiger Feet, Mini Escape trying to stay on.
Get it out.
Here towards the near side comes Midnight Ginger.
Just get it out and be safe.
In the contest as well.
It's only a tenner, so
they go.
Lost a tenner on that one, but it was the right move to get it
Market
out.
suspended.
The market just went straight through. I should have got it out a bit quicker. I could have got it out for about a £2 loss. I thought it was going to come back for a second. And when I was doubting it, I just closed off for a little bit outside the price. It's a £10 loss. It's no big deal. We're still 75 quid up for the day. So I've got a lane low strategy on Bally Bro Mary for 50 ticks. Lane at 2.88. Might drop that slightly actually to 2.7. Reason we're going at that is traded in 3 times, not one. And if it does win, it'll probably be a close finish. So hopefully we'll get matched and still get out for 50 ticks if it does come back. So yeah, we'll have got that, and we're also going to see if we can scout throughout the race as well.
San Pedro de Sanam, Trickster trying to make an effort, Local Link on the retreat, and Realms of Fire is the back marker. Homeward bound On the approach to the straight with 2 to jump, Optimistic Bias still finding for Danny Burton, 2.5 lengths in front of Gumbo Flyer. Man of the People now been set alight in third. Celtic Tara's about to go fourth on the outside of Ballybow Mary, and those 5 have gone clear of the staying on Trickster as they level for home. Approaching 2 out, Optimistic Bias from Man of the People, who's taken second towards the outside. Gumbo Flyer is back in third as they jump the second last. Man of the People moves up sides. Optimistic Bias, Celtic Tara's running on into third as Gumbo Flyer weakens. Man of the People has mastered Optimistic Bias, jumped the last 3 lengths clear, but Celtic Tara is running on well in second, and he's closing in on Man of the People. Into the final 100 yards they go. Man of the People, driven right out by Paddy Brennan, holds on from the running on
Market
Celtic Tara.
suspended.
Long-time leader Optimistic Bias in third, and the always prominent Gumbo Flyer finished fourth.
Another late trade down. Been a bit naughty today, but you know, when you see these opportunities, you've got to take them. I never thought that I had any chance of winning. To be fair, looking at it, but I got them wrong before though, so you know I do get them wrong from time to time. I don't like it when I start seeing the red numbers come up. I think it come up to about £18, flashed into about £18, but not for long, for a few seconds. Before we're back in the green. I did think about closing off for about £8, I think it was. It flashed up to when it came up to around the 6s mark, but I hung on. And if you watch the race again, you'll see what I mean. But didn't look like it was ever going to catch, did it? So there you go. So let's move on. I think that puts us, I lost a tenner in the last race, so that back £17. I think that puts us over the £100 mark for the day. Right, we have a race at Ffos Las, a bit of Welsh racing. I don't know if this is probably the last one of the day, I thought over there. Markets are very thin, so you've got to be very careful. I'm looking at this outsider, it's running, I expect it might run in quite well. So I'm going to put 50 quid tick offset with 100 ticks on that and see what happens. Other than that, just got to try and get a little bit of scalping throughout this race.
The second of the fences over on the far side, Envoy Specialist again saw
a good strike.
Dallas made a bit of an error there, just didn't get high enough at the fence. Jaunty Flyer,
it's gone, so we're taking it out.
Second, moving well in third as well as Pure Vision, has charted the.
I'm out of here, man.
Dallas prices all over the place.
Followed then by Hazard.
May not do well today in which
closer is Doc Carver, and has been relegated to last now. Honour the Master as they head on down towards the next fence over on the far side. And it's 6 from the finish. Jaunty Flyer and Envoy Special just about levelled up now at the head of affairs to Pure Vision, who races in third. Dalahast after that.
Sometimes it is just a case of getting
a little bit of ground. Jaunty Flyer, Envoy
one
Special,
trade through.
Special Jaunty Flyer, then Pure Vision and Dalahast, followed then by Doc Carver, just creeping back into this race. Hazard,
I'm out of here, man.
one of the Master, has been struggling for a while. So the field is just getting a bit more thinned out as they make their way out of the back straight, and it's Envoy Special, who's looked pretty progressive in point-to-points this season, leads by about 2.5 lengths. To in second position, Jaunty Flyer. Driven along now in third is Pure Vision.
Sucker.
Pieces and get a little bit closer in fourth, but they're coming in single file now as they swing for home, and it's Envoy Special who's stringing out this field to Jaunty Flyer, who's now 4 or 5 lengths down in second, followed then in third by Pure Vision, and then Dalahast. Down towards the fourth last fence they go, and it's Envoy
I'm going to call that a day.
About 5 lengths. Comes to this one in front.
It's too dangerous to get involved now.
That one nicely as well. The Jaunty Flyer in second.
There you go. That just shows why you need the race time and get out at the early part of the race, because you've been still involved. If you look at that, the 2 horses that I made my profit on, £7 on one, £3.62 on the other. They're first and second on a close finish at the end. So if I'd been involved in either of them trades still, not closed off from a profit, and done it when the race was safe early enough, we could be looking at a big loss. So you must make sure that you're not in a business in the race unless you've got very good reason to be, not just because you're stuck on a trade that you did earlier and you're waiting for the price to come back. It's got to be because you're in for a specific reason that you think that you're going to profit on at low risk. Otherwise, just don't get involved with the business end of the race at all. Okay, I think we're almost done for the day. Let's have a quick look at what is left. So we've got one at Huntingdon, which has probably already started. They might have held it up. Let's go over there quickly. Hopefully they've held it up. No, they haven't. So I've got no race time on this, so whether I go in or not, I don't know. Let's have a look where they are in the race. Without a race timer, it's dangerous for me. Right, there's the results for the day. £113.64. Started with a £50 bank. You can see I've got £113.64 left in Geeks Toy. That is because I removed my starting stake as a profit today, so that is pure profit left in Geeks Toy at the moment. I've only moved that across to my poker wallet. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Looking at the races, you can see I've only had 4 double-figure trades. One of them was just in the double figures at a tenner. Had one loss of the day, £10, and you can see all these small amounts, the 3s, the 4s, the 8s, 6s, they all add up. Even without any of those, if I didn't have any of them big numbers on there, there would still been a successful day trading. I've already downloaded my spreadsheet to there, which I'll show you in a second. I've put that into my result summary spreadsheet. I'll just show you how to transfer money. All you have to do is click on payments, transfer, type in the amount. So I'll be starting with a £50 bank tomorrow, so I've got 63.64, and then go from your main wallet, and then from this menu here you just select poker wallet, and that money is nice and safe in there, unless you play poker, of course. And if you play poker, you don't want to gamble it away, and you hit the transfer button. I'm not going to show you that because it will show my balance in the poker account, and I don't want to make that public. I've already downloaded my spreadsheet, as I said. So this is my results summary spreadsheet. You can see what I've done today. £113.64. £118 yesterday. I did have a small losing day on Tuesday. Not so good on Monday. And last Friday, 74. It's a bit up and down. It will be this time of year. I expect that in February and January. You can see total profits, total losses in there. You can also see what you've done week by week, and if we move over here, I can see what I've done by day of the week. Sunday's low, it's a pretty bad day, but you can see I don't trade so many Sundays. Saturdays I don't trade so many either. So even though that is not too bad a day, I like to have my weekends free if I can. So you can see most of the time the money's been made during the week. Monday's obviously not so bad day. Tuesday's surprisingly quite good for me. I don't know why. Thursdays are good, and Fridays for some reason are not particularly good. I tend to find Wednesdays and Thursdays don't make so much money. So if I was going to trade a week, just looking at that, and I only had a couple of days to trade with other things on, I'd look to trade basically Saturday, Tuesday, or Thursday. Do you know that information yourself? I can also see by what hour of the day I make most of my money, and you can see that is between 3 and sort of 5 o'clock. The hour of 3 to hour of 5. The reason being that tends to be when most of the feature races are on that time of day. Obviously, it's low for 9 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock in the morning because there aren't that many markets on at that time of day. So that's my running total going on. You can see how it's built up. Some days I might have only traded 4 markets, and other days 17. You can see that's built up to 12 grand last year. That's with a lot of time off as well. You can also look at things like monthly comparison, what I've done month by month. You can see the best month on that list was December last year. December the year before, December 20. December 21 I missed because I was ill, unfortunately. I always find December a good month and run up to Christmas. You can also compare all sorts of things, different graphs, strike rate, different sports. If you trade up things like I trade greyhound football, number of markets I've traded at certain times throughout the year, and so on, all sorts of things. You can even look what you've been doing by racetrack, where you make your monies. You can see that I make most of my money on handicaps, and if we look at the flat racing as well, also on handicaps, we can look by distance. I make most of my money on 8, 10 or 7 furlong races. That's because I'm normally using a lane low strap of 7 and 8, or under a mile, usually do. And for the jumps, you can see my best distances are 16 and 20 furlongs. 16 is 2 mile sorry, 20 is 2 miles, 4 furlongs, 16 is 2 miles. So they're good distances for me. My worst distances, you can see, 33 furlongs. There's not many of those races. I'll just move across. So I've only traded 1, 2 of those. 14 furlong on the jump. There's not so many of them either. I've only traded 1 market. So I can look at that, and I can even look at where my best tracks are, where my worst tracks are, and so on. You can sort it however you like. So you can read your data, do it A to Z, or you can do it by total profits. Just as small as you can see, Newcastle has actually been my best track on the flats. Kempton is not far behind as well. These are the tracks that I use my lay-in low strategy, so I expect them, don't get so many of those trades, but I expect them to be quite high. Kempton, you can see, very small amount of losses at Kempton. That's why I like Kempton so much and talk about it. Where if you compare it to the other all-weathers, you can see I've had quite big losses there, especially Southall. I had £234 losses, but an overall profit of £312.02. You can see what tracks to cut out. So I know for a fact Dundalk is one of my worst tracks. If we sort by total losses, we want the smallest or largest. So you can see Lingfield, I've actually not done well at Lingfield on the jumps. Wincanton, Ludlow, there where I have quite big losses. But you can see I'm still in profit on these tracks. What I'm more concerned about is the tracks where I'm having over losses on. Places like Dundalk are not good for me, so I've cut that out of actual trading once I've actually seen the figures, and a few other tracks as well. So I highly recommend that you get yourself a sheet so you can analyse your own figures, work out where you're making your money, focus on those areas, and then cut out all the places where you're actually losing money. Other than that, if you've got any questions, just drop me an email or leave a comment. Other than that, good luck in the markets and talk soon. Bye-bye for now.
Introducing Geeks Toy trading software, the fastest, most customisable and most popular software for betting and trading on Betfair and BetDAQ. Designed by professional traders for you. Key features include unlimited desktop settings and the ability to create custom profiles to suit every user's needs. Unbeatable speed, real-time prices and one-click betting. Unique management of multiple markets. You can bet or trade on multiple sporting events simultaneously. Support for 8 languages. Context-driven help on every window. Dutching and bookmaking, training mode, advanced charting, enhanced navigation, support for Betfair coupons, stop loss and more. Geeks Toy, possibly the best Betfair and BetDAQ trading software in the world.